right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a brand new episode of With the Side of Chaos. The Chaos is brought to you by myself and Salty Aaron. How you doing, Aaron?
Hey, that was weird. That was a very weird intro. I'm glad you're with it today.
I'm doing what I can.
You've been doing it. Even your boss said you look like a tired asshole. Dude. How does that feel that your employer says you look like a sack of shit on Friday afternoon?
My employer, my bartender, my co-host.
You need to stop saying your bartender and go right to bed, you fucknut.
You have your own bartender?
I do.
Yeah. Who's your bartender? Who is your bartender?
Dude, I have multiple bartenders.
I know you do.
The fact that anywhere that I go, I am good friends with the bartenders in a majority of downtown Orlando. You remember I am the social dragon of this crazy network that we're doing. But no, dude, I got to say, Kirsten was for the longest time.
Why'd you have to?
I said was.
Okay.
All right. And
God.
At this point now, it is between Bobo from Graffiti Junction.
Okay. Good job, Bobo.
We got Rue from Casey's.
Oh, well, Casey's, keep it up. Get him so drunk he doesn't want to drink again.
And I don't know. Oh, no. Okay, so every fucking bartender at Lizzie McCormick's on Orange Avenue.
You know what? My assistant manager drinks at Lizzie McCormick's, and you guys probably buddy up on the sad boy bullshit, don't you? You guys sit there and commiserate with good whiskey.
Say what you will about Lizzie McCormick's like that.
No, I'm fine with Lizzie McCormick's. Okay, I have a problem that the people inside Lizzie McCormick's are sad when they should be happy drinking whiskey, because that whiskey's fucking good, and those are sad sack of people.
We're not that sad. It's just like the Fortress of Solitude. Like Superman doesn't go to the Fortress of Solitude to go emo. He just gets away from everybody.
And that's why that movie's franchise has done so fucking horrible. Is because it has been in a Fortress of Solitude of good reviews. There's none.
How you been?
Henry Cavill was good, but it was a Cavill.
Yeah,
Cavill. Yeah, he was good, but
I never knew how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
How you been, Aaron?
Man, I'm tired too. Crawled through fucking rot this week and then paid all my bills. That was a very unsatisfactory way to deal with the rot. I got to pay my bills. Although I am a Reddit superhero right now, I gotta tell you that. 10,000 karma on one post.
Nice.
I am fucktown over there right now. I got like 8 gold. I don't even know what that shit is. I finally did it. I finally broke out the Reddit.
I am so pissed off right now because my fucking boss is watching and she totally agrees with what you just said right now.
You need to cut out your bartender, man. You would have more money and then you could buy better stuff for yourself.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not drinking for the month of July. I am dry July.
Dry July, so you're going to start doing meth.
No, I'm not smoking weed. I'm not doing alcohol. Dude, shut the fuck up. Jesus.
I did dry May.
You were in a coma.
I didn't drink.
Yeah, Etchie's still sober. And I need a month because I went too hard on my birthday. And basically, I'm a bitch now, and I need 30 days. So your alcohol money for August can be all set. Is that what's going on here?
No, he's not kidding you.
I am taking a break because, I partied way too hard on my half birthday.
On your half birthday, it wasn't even like a full Nicolas Cage good burning holiday. You burned it on a half wit.
Because if you were there that one time on my full birthday a few years ago where I passed the fuck out at everyone.
Pass out at news junkie events. Fuck you. What is that?
Never pass out at a news junkie event. I don't even drink at a news junkie event.
Yeah, because you got to go back to work later.
Exactly. Every news junkie event that has ever happened is during my lunch break. Except for Cinco de Mayo, because I actually took the day out because that is a national holiday for me.
Are you sure you're Ecuadorian?
Fuck you, Mexican. I'm Mexican Ecuadorian. Well, dude, okay.
Puerto Rican on weekends, right?
Oh, dude, I go Puerto Rican hard on a weekend.
Me too. Le Chanel.
So, dude, we got 4th of July coming up this weekend.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Again, with the Superman Fortress of Solitude reference, I hope it's much the same.
Okay.
I'm probably going to go eat burgers with my mom and dad, and that's probably going to be it.
Nice.
And me and the little kid are going to do something fun. I don't know. I'll maybe burn down a house.
That one?
Got a lot of talk about arson today.
Oh, geez.
So what are you going to do?
I'm getting the fuck out of Florida.
Oh, well, that's good.
I am getting the fuck out of Florida. I am heading out to Cumberland Island in Georgia by myself, camping by myself, doing it by myself.
So what act of civil disobedience are you going to do on the island throw?
I'm not smoking, dude. That's the thing. Like everyone, even my boss was like, you got to cut back on this and this. I actually don't smoke that much weed.
And that's probably why I'm a happier person than you are. Is because I don't wake up with hangovers anymore.
I don't wake up with hangovers either.
You died on Monday.
Yes, and on the third day I arose.
that means you're okay. How long were you down after EDC?
Oh, dude, that's why I take the day off because, okay, as stated in previous episodes, Adderall.
How long did it take you to recover from EDC?
6 hours. That's why I take the day off. I just lay in bed.
This kid does benzos and wakes up, does coke, and comes to work. I guarantee. He's like, I got to take care of the pain, and I need the coke as Red Bull. Let's go.
Well, I wake up exactly at the same time every fucking morning. Regardless,
I couldn't do that.
It's insane. But you know what?
Me too, actually.
I try.
I go to bed at 3.
I can't put this. I don't know how to reset my mental alarm clock. It's still stuck on Central Standard Time, and I always wake up at 5:55 or at 6 o'clock every fucking morning.
I don't think I've ever been anywhere that was.
You never been to the airport?
No. That time for that's
coma.
True.
That was you.
No.
But are you going to not have yourself? I haven't been introduced here, but have you decided if you're going to use electronics or location services?
I am yes, location services. No on social media. I'm going to do my best. Even my boss laughed at me on that.
What does that mean?
Well, I was going to say, would you take pictures and then do social media afterwards?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I do too.
So you're still going to be using your electronic device. Are you going to put it on airplane mode?
I am listening to Hamilton the entire time.
So you're not going to be on airplane mode. You should turn on airplane mode so you can't listen to Hamilton.
It's already downloaded on my phone.
God damn it.
Man, I can sing that whole thing word for word.
I'm trying to make you less gay by the year, and it's not working. I don't know how to help you. I love you as a person, but Hamilton. It's like my mom and Jeff, the Technicolor
you
Dreamcoat.
Make it sound like I'm helpless.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's all good. All right. I deserve that one. I totally deserve that one.
Just like his country, he's young, scrappy, and hungry.
So let
Lesley,
me.
you're just nonstop.
Tell me about it.
With that being said, we are introducing our guest from the beautiful, popular, nominated podcast Tidbits. We have Lesley Jo.
Were we nominated?
Were you guys nominated?
I mean, when weren't we? I guess
with the LaCroix.
We have no. It was on sale at Costco. Hello, I'm Lesley Jo with Etchie here. This is Etchie's first podcast since being in a coma.
Yeah,
dude. Welcome back. How are you?
Good.
How was the other side?
Oh, people have asked me that, and it's the most boring. It's the most boring answer. Those times when like you fall asleep. And then when you wake up in the morning, it feels like you've only been asleep for like half an hour.
Yes.
And it's really annoying because you're still tired because you feel like you only slept half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That was my 2.5 weeks of a coma. I woke up and I thought I had slept for like 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
and nothing, no light, no nothing.
Yeah, no, I asked him about the light and he didn't see it.
No.
It's like, Lesley, you put coins in the meter? It's fucking June.
Like, he couldn't talk and he was just like, get me out of here. I have things to do. I'm busy.
I did.
Apparently. We met up as soon as Etchie was out of the hospital. You had a show and I wanted to come and see Etchie.
Mm-hmm.
That was really the reason I was going. Mm-hmm. And I got there and you walked inside, you went to set everything up, and I was like, Etchie, I gotta ask you something. And it was that fucking question. Yep. I was like, what was it? Because I was expecting this like long Tom Cruise Vanilla Ice answer where Etchie went through Gothica's
did
movie.
You need to say Vanilla Ice or Vanilla Sky?
Which one did I say?
You said Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, you did.
Vanilla Sky. Tom Cruise Vanilla Ice.
I was like, what is this?
I was like, is there a secret like version where like Tom Cruise does a third verse or something? I would listen to that.
I would too. I would listen to Tom Cruise.
Jerry Maguire becomes a pilot and then crosses over into Top Gun.
I just listen to Tom Cruise talk about Scientology for hours on end and not say a word.
But as Les Grossman.
Oh, but not as gross as Sky Vanilla Vodka.
No, you remember Tropic Thunder? When he was that, like,
I want you to take this in perspective. Okay. Yeah. Tom Cruise on the Oprah show.
Yeah.
Telling me about Scientology.
Yeah, no,
He jumped.
I love Katie
on
Holmes.
the couch.
I love Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that Tom Cruise to tell me about how he's excited to tell me about Scientology.
I'm still more into Les Grossman.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
Well,
about,
why
right?
don't you just sit back and fuck your own face?
Oh, okay.
Find out who that was.
and dude, you know damn well there are people like Les Grossman.
Oh yeah.
The one manifestation of Ari Gold from Entourage.
Mhm.
That same that character is deprived from a actual Hollywood agent, and they're like, when they ask him, like, do you feel like they take over or they do too much of you? He's like, they don't do enough of me on that show. And I'm like, God damn, I want to have a drink with that guy.
That's too much pizzazz to have in one conversation, I think. You know, he's got too much.
Too much electricity.
He looks like a coke addict on Friday afternoon, waiting for the dealer to get there.
Are you talking about me or Tom Cruise?
Why not both?
Okay.
We got the pizzazz patrol over here.
Pizzazz. He's got moxie. That
Too
one.
much pizzazz out of you.
But let me ask you this, dude, because I went through a coma when I was 12. I was hit in the back of the head with a 2x4 and knocked me the fuck out for 2 weeks. And when I woke up, I had the worst taste in my mouth I've ever had.
Come.
Was it metallic? Because that's awful.
Damn it. I for my own good,
analog wins.
Yeah, for my own good, I freaking lowered the volume on the soundboard. But no, I had the worst taste in my mouth. My feet felt like needles the second I hit the ground, and I couldn't stand.
How old were you?
I was 12.
12.
Was this something you deserved, or
What is this?
Did you make fun of someone in your house's cooking, and that's why a 2x4 hit the back of your head? And
Were
now
you
it's-
involved with the
They
mafia at a young age?
They keep 2x4s in the kitchen.
It was the reason why.
Was it a chancleta?
Chancleta?
Whatever. I was
It
close.
was actually the reason why we moved down to Florida. I was a victim of a gang assault.
Oh, no.
Oh, so it wasn't say so.
Well, the sad part was I was also part of a gang. It was just like gang on gang relations, gone horribly wrong.
Yeah,
It's like
that's not a good Pornhub category.
unfriendly fire.
Unfriendly fire. The thing was, one dude got stabbed, one dude got killed. I got hit in the back of the head with a huge piece of wood, and
It wasn't your time to go.
it wasn't my time. And I'm just for me, like what you said right there. It's like you felt like it was just 30 minutes.
Yeah.
For me, it felt like finally the doors opened on the elevator. For me, when I woke up, it's like, okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
I was so confused about what had happened because the only thing I heard was just like the frequency of the monitors around me.
That's kind of a frightening thing to wake up to.
Yeah.
He had a completely different situation. He's been on lithium long term, and he was
Since I was 18.
You gotta switch over to solar.
what?
Lithium batteries, solar.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yes. Thank you, Aaron.
I was trying to think of. I was like, I haven't heard of that medication.
I was like,
Oh,
I've heard of Cialis, but I don't think that's the one for me.
Get some panels put on your back. But his kidneys were not okay,
They
but they
shut
were
down,
fine
yeah.
until they weren't. And that's a common side effect of lithium. And, it probably won't happen.
Yeah,
but
with lithium's toxicity, you have to have a certain, like every 3 months, I would get blood work done to test my lithium levels. Because if it goes too high, it'll shut down your kidneys. And that's what happened. Because I didn't drink as much as I usually do. Like you have to drink a lot of water. Yeah, and I just didn't drink a lot of water, and it spiked.
And his blood pressure was low, and I was just like, "You're not right." And then,
but the weird thing about it though is like I always thought like if your kidneys went out or something like that'd be really painful.
we just thought he was dehydrated.
But I was like sitting on the couch and I'm like, I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
And like
I'm just glad you got help when you did.
She was like having a conversation with me or trying to, and I just like laid down on the couch. I'm like, I'm listening.
It's like Grampy needs some sleep right now.
And I'm
Keep
like
Betty. You
texting
keep
the
talking.
family, like, I don't know if everything's okay.
And she hasn't gotten the software update. You know what's wrong with him?
He's a droid, yeah. But he's usually well programmed. But he's
Why does that sound so not Swedish?
So,
it's well programmed, this one.
So, he went into it. He just did not feel good. And then they put the wires and the things on him. And then he kind of turned into the panic mode. And then they put him into a sedation. So it was a very different situation. And instead of like getting knocked in the back of the head where you're unconscious, like they had to.
You had trauma.
As a reference to keep him from pulling out his wires from panic. Like, he wasn't on his meds. He was on nicotine withdrawal, which was probably the worst part of it.
Yeah.
And his kidneys are shutting down.
Are you telling me you can't vape in the hospital? That's some horse shit.
Oh, God, no.
No.
Every time I visited him, I felt so guilty because I had his vape in my purse and I forgot about it.
Uh-oh. It's like he sniffs it when you walk in the room. Like he's still in that 30-minute Friends episode, but you know what?
You've got the goods.
He's like, put it down.
But we've had people tell us that they've stopped taking lithium. They've talked to their doctor, which is the thing you should do if you think you should do that. But
should you stop taking?
But they stopped taking lithium because it also like he didn't have COVID, which would have made a very good explanation for it. But as it's been happening, people that have had any kind of lithium toxicity, COVID is a bad mix. So like it basically mirrored exactly what he went through, which was dialysis and
dialysis, and I got pneumonia, and then I got E. coli.
Then you had some strokes,
and I got 3 or 4 mini strokes. And the weird thing about
Mulligan.
It was. Here's the weird thing though. I was in the coma the whole time. So I woke up having like gone through all of that.
Oh,
no knowledge of any of it happening.
Nothing. Yeah. So like if somebody was ever like, dude, have you ever had pneumonia? Isn't it awful? I'd be like, I've had pneumonia, but I don't know.
You're at the stage of where Netflix is asking if you're still watching.
Yeah. Yeah. He was intubated on his 40th. Like that
on my 40th birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
If y'all want to like do a super chat, he can show you his food too.
It's going to be hard for you to figure out where you were in your last Netflix episode. You're trying and Leslie's talking to you, and you're watching that documentary about cats or micronobes or whatever that word is, and then you got.
Last thing I remember, Will was in the Upside Down, and then everything just went to black.
Hey, dude, it's July 1st. You can watch the rest of Stranger Things now. Yeah. Imagine if that would have worked out for you. You went down right after finishing Stranger Things, and you wake up today, and now you get to watch the end. You didn't even have to wait for June.
Yeah, it was only 30 minutes.
You just got to fast forward through. You're like Jack Bauer at 24 hours. Fucking guy, man. Teach me your ways.
Man, but yeah, as soon as we realized that how he would wake up, that was the scary part. But when he like had all of his wits about him, and he was, it was him. Like that was reassuring.
Yeah,
it was scary.
You know, the scariest part about it though was they call this a peg tube, the feeding tube, the feeding tube, and
now we're talking about Mentos and Coca-Cola.
Much.
Yeah, and I woke up, I woke up or whatever, and I was confused, and the doctor was talking to me, and he goes, and I felt it. I was like, oh, like what is this? It's like in my stomach,
It's alien. Yeah.
And he goes, we pegged you.
Did you just start laughing?
Yes,
because you're doing TikToks on this immediately, especially with your new doctor name.
Capture that audio that's copywritten.
No, I already got it.
Oh my God! I told you.
What is this? Some kind of law firm?
Patricia just lost the shit, and we all.
Man, I feel like that.
He fucked up the mouse. He fucked up the mouse, and it was only him laughing there.
This is just the beginning. We're just getting warmed up here.
Like the doctor beat my girlfriend to it.
I'm sorry, Leslie. You missed out on that one.
I did. Yeah. I was thinking about Etchie's new doctor's name.
Can you? No, this is crazy, right? Okay. Mitch Hedberg. Do you remember that joke that he had where he said
about pegging?
No. I don't think he had one on pegging.
I don't know. But pegging was around for him.
He said, like, I went to the doctor, and he all he did was drink blood from my neck. Don't go see Dr. Acula. Do you remember that? Do you remember that one?
I don't, but that's funny.
Okay.
Dr. Acula.
I went to go see my hematologist.
Oh my God.
This is yesterday.
Her name is Dr. Acula.
Oh my God.
This is real life.
This is real.
They've entered.
Let's give a shout out to Dr. Acula out there for having to live
hematologist.
The hematologist.
This part of chaos is brought to you by onions, the only defense against vampires.
Definitely not religion. Just to make some mad.
If you can't get a sponsorship out of Dr. Acula, I don't know. We should quit.
She should do commercials.
I would love to do a commercial for
We
Dr.
need to
Acula.
do internet commercials, you and I. I've decided that this is how we're going to generate revenue.
If you
Is your blood weird? Hi, I'm a hematologist.
I woke up one day and I needed blood work. I didn't know where to go. Next thing you know, Dr. Acula was at my door.
is it hack if
Sadly,
your
it was
name
11:30 at night.
Is it hack?
And she was floating in the middle of the air.
if Dr. Acula does Mitch Hedberg jokes, is that hack?
I don't think there was context when that joke was written. Or how old is your doctor? Old as fuck or young as fuck?
I
She
mean, if
hasn't
his dad
aged a
picked
bit.
it,
She looks like she's in her 50s, maybe.
Okay, so Mitch may.
That may have been his hematologist.
we all have strokes
I
at
don't-
some point.
I don't think Mitch Hedberg had any health care whatsoever.
No. And the shitty part of it
was
too
funny.
is even if she was, just because of HIPAA, like I couldn't be like if I asked like, did you treat Mitch Hedberg? She couldn't tell me.
We got
He's-
Patrick for that. We can.
Ding.
Sorry, I was going under your American surname.
Not enough for a copyright flag.
Teaser horse.
I can't even talk because I feel guilty as shit.
Emotional damage.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you.
Oh man, but no. Okay, so you're back.
Yeah. I'm for. Yeah. I'm
After
like.
his 30-minute Friends episode.
Yeah, we missed being on the mic too.
Yeah. This is the first time getting back on.
Yeah, dude.
So we'll take away the training wheels. You're doing
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
doing
thank
great,
you.
kid. Leslie, can we stop talking about fucking hot dogs now?
It goes in waves. It's cyclical.
What the fuck did I miss?
It's like
Dude,
seasonal allergies.
So whenever Etchie was in the
I was just gonna say,
hospital,
did I have a stroke and I missed the hot dog
No,
conversation?
No,
when
I-
Etchie was in
this
the
is my
hospital,
way
I
of
did not want to
introducing
do relationship jokes about our relationship. So I just defaulted to hot dogs. And
Actually, how long were you in a coma for?
A
4
month.
jokes.
A month and 7 days.
Do
Oh no,
you-
that's how long I was in the hospital. I'm sorry, 2.5 weeks. I was in a coma.
2.5 weeks.
yeah,
you were in a
the whole
coma?
time you were in the hospital, I was doing hot dog jokes.
Do you understand that I was with this woman every day for 2.5 weeks to listen to hot dogs? Like, I can't wait.
I had a joke that nobody liked until Etchie got out of the hospital, but it was just like my dog thinks it's just another breakup.
Yeah.
How?
Another dog dad just didn't come home.
Duncan's all fucking
I was
resentful.
just about to say, I'm like, how is Duncan doing? I haven't seen him in forever.
He's
Duncan
great.
was out at where was Duncan out at?
Duncan's been out
The
twice
Falcon.
this week. He was at
Huh?
Falcon,
Falcon,
and he
yes.
was at West End early yesterday before it got too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dog, I swear to God, like if they would have let you, you would have brought him into Halloween Horror Nights.
Totally. He wouldn't have really appreciated it.
I think there would be a lot of cleanup on aisle 5. I don't know.
He's a little carrier, but he's old now. He's 12. He's great though.
Oh my God.
He just gets tired a little faster.
I bet. I mean, you take him. I remember every time that we would hang out. This was like what?
He would go to work with me. Yeah.
He would go to work with you. He would go to the bars with you. I remember there was one time we had met up at Ollie's and you were like, this is the best Cuban sandwich. I'm like, all right, I'll be the judge of that. I'm like, fuck,
That's
this
true.
This is an actually really good Cuban
Is
sandwich.
Ollie still open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Go in there after
Ollie's
this.
weekend
It's
then.
right around the corner.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I
Um,
don't know.
we
that
should.
was.
I love Ollie's. I could eat Ollie's food right now.
Yeah. Ollie's is delicious.
Oh,
Okay,
choose
But
not
so
to.
yeah,
here,
going back to
real
it.
life, my apartment was like a half mile from the bus stop, and I didn't have a car. I still we share a car, but I haven't had my own car for years. So my bus stop was like a half mile away. The dog and I would go to Ollie's. That was like a good walk for us. Like
yeah.
I would go and have a food and a drink, and we would both get a good walk and go home. But
Y'all
then
pooped out for a nap.
sure, but the bus stop, we could also just put him in his little carrier and zip him up and take the bus down to the open mics and to work. And the dog would just get in, and nobody even knew I had a dog with me.
Yeah.
But he
'Cause
would go
he's
on
so good.
stage and they used to make fun of me and call him my comedy crutch, which he kind of was.
He was. He
But,
totally was.
But I've really taken the spotlight for myself a little bit more, a lot more, which is cool. But Duncan still exists and he comes out. But it's funny because the new comics are like, "Who's this dog?" And I was like, "I know. You should know who Duncan is."
Yeah, you should have like just upped your crutch game. Like just come in with an alpaca one time.
Like, you don't know about the alpaca?
Just double down, you know?
Hey, I told you guys I really like the name Duncan. This is Duncan, my alpaca. He's going to be hanging out the whole fucking show. So you listen up and leave him alone or he'll kick you.
If you want to feed him, I'll give you a little feed for $5.
Make it a...
But
Leslie, you always had a knack for making money.
Well, you know,
selling a pack of food.
Duncan usually gets good tips too.
I want to dive into something real quick, and this is because we're all podcasters here.
Yeah,
we've all been behind the mic for God knows how long. And Leslie, you were actually my first guest when I first started Chaos, and it was funny because the date, the time, and the location were no way the best for a fucking podcast.
I mean, it was a really strong start of Chaos.
Yeah, it really was.
This must have been the dark ages.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, the dark times.
We learned a lot that night about sound and Shotsky's sound outside.
Oh, you went to Shotsky's for
in my apartment.
A podcast. Okay, good call.
It was a fun night.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It really was, and
I think you have better sound.
Casserole.
Yes. Oh my God. Karina brought out a casserole to Shotsky's, and we were just sharing that casserole with everybody.
What kind of casserole?
Puerto Rican casserole.
Food casserole.
It was a food.
It was a hot dish.
Nobody brings us fucking casseroles now, Pat. Why? I join the show and I don't get home cooking. Fuck
I feel like
this.
there's
I'm
a
out.
comment in the comments right now.
Anytime somebody mentions a casserole, I just immediately go, "Oh, this is a Thanksgiving story."
It was not.
It wasn't. It was far from it, but no. Actually, I want to ask you, bro. Like, this is like I'm actually gonna have a serious conversation with right now.
Why? Why are we doing serious?
Well, that's the thing. Like, we
here at Chaos.
And we're gonna divert from the conversation. We always do.
Oh,
You know that.
Okay.
I started off, and then you fuck it up.
Okay. So how long? 2 minutes?
Less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
So,
cool.
Etchie,
you guys go.
You host Tidbits.
Yes.
How long have you been podcasting for?
10 years.
10 years.
The only reason I know that, by the way, is because I started the same year as Tom and Dan did.
Oh shit.
And they keep track of it. So like, you know, they would just be like, "Yeah, we've been doing that for 10 years now." So I'm like, "Wow, I've been doing this for 10 years now." That's the only reason I know.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, what got you into it?
Tom and Dan.
Tom and Dan.
Yeah. And the funny thing is too, is that I was a freelance video editor, and I did a bunch of ADR all the time, which for anybody that doesn't know,
make that 4 minutes.
What?
I'm telling Aaron, make that 4 minutes.
And he did like news for kids. You've been doing media stuff forever. You've loved being in front of the microphone and in front of the camera.
Yeah,
your whole life.
I love it, but I can't act. I'm a horrible actor. I wouldn't work. But ADR basically, for anybody that doesn't know, it's like when the mic doesn't in a movie, when the mic doesn't pick up very well on the dialogue, you bring them into the studio, and the actors, you play that over and over again so you can get like exactly how they said it, and they will say it into the mic exactly like that, and you put it in there, and it seems like
you dubbed it over,
and it sounds good.
Yeah.
So because of that, I did a bunch of ADR for different stuff. So like I had 3 microphones, or no, I had 2 just for them and me, because you instruct them over the thing because they otherwise can't hear you. Yeah. And
again, Tom, again.
Yeah. And I was like, man, I want to do a podcast. And I look around, like I've got like a Mac Pro and like 2 monitors and like 2 and 2 mics, and I'm like, I just called up, my friend Nick, and I was like, let's do a podcast. Come over. We did it that day. It's like, I already have all my shit. It was insane. It was just very convenient.
That's amazing. Because when I said I wanted to be a podcaster, I was 6 months away from ever being on mic. That's how broke. I thought I needed like quality gear right off the start. So I spent like all this money, and then none of the fucking shit worked, and I had to learn Audacity. And then I met some people I wish I hadn't, and then right now we're here. It's like it's like a Grateful Dead song. You start somewhere, and then here we are.
I actually, because of same thing, because of Tom and Dan, I got influenced into doing podcasting, but I was part of it more because I had started off with Rick and Anthony as their third mic, and I'd gotten to a pretty dark chapter in my life where like I needed an escape from a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy being the third mic with Rick and Anthony, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? I kind of want to be at the helm. I kind of have these ideas. I want to try this and that. And for me, it was like more of a, like, I need, this is my therapy and I need to do this so I can get my mind off of a lot of shit. And 4 years later, holy shit, we've talked, I'm sure you've talked to like hell a number of people.
Yeah.
Hell a number of locations, amazing conversations. And I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. And I think that's what drives us as podcasters, like doing this over and over again, being dedicated to this art, because you never know what's going to happen. We don't do a script to the show. We don't do prep. Well, the only thing we do prior to recording, hey, let me hear how you sound. What will you not talk about? All right, boom, let's hit record.
Yeah. That actually reminds me, the most organized I've ever seen was I was a guest on SoMaCal, obviously a long time ago. And they would write subjects on a whiteboard. And I just remembered thinking, like, who does that? Like, you know,
I mean,
most podcasters, that's what they do. They just hit record and they're like, hey, which is why a lot of podcasts are bad.
That's why I think always is when I listen to the radio here at 104.1, you know, and all the ones that they have a minor script to what they're doing.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Format,
and I feel like that more free form has always worked out better because it makes the conversations more interesting. And I've always had that general that if it seems fake, then it's fake.
Yeah.
If it's generally fake, then fuck it. It is mega fake.
Yeah.
You know? And that's always been my thing.
Yeah. I had somebody suggest once that they're like, what, you know, why don't you utilize a flex clock? And I was like, no, I can't do that.
I keep timing my head too well.
It's too much. Flex clock is like one of those things where, like, you know, you go, we're going to talk about this for 15 minutes, talk about this for 15 minutes, talk about this for 20, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well,
and then if you go over, and you hear people on the radio do that, you know, where they're like, oh, we're going over, we need to move on, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's because they've decided, oh, we're 5 minutes over talking. We talk about this for 20 minutes, supposed to talk about 15. And then as you're talking and doing your thing, you kind of look down and go, okay, we can make this shorter because this isn't as good.
This is exactly what running a comedy show is like.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't want to do that.
So the only one, like, obviously, Leslie, you've ran comedy shows, lots all over Orlando, and you've been. So that was the most scripted.
Host a comedy show. What are you talking about?
Shut up! I'm trying to get to a point. I'm trying to get to a point that helps you and makes you look good. So shut the fuck up and let me get there. Okay, not you, Les. I'm trying to make Pat look good. Hold on. But you got. So, would you say that you haven't done very many scripted kind of things?
No, we have not. I've been on Tidbits for 3.5 years, but we did State of the Beer Unit before that. I did my own show that I deleted, and then I was on another show that, you know, like you said, there's some good people that you enjoy working with, and then others.
The existential nausea.
That was mine that I deleted. Existentially nauseous. Existentially nauseous was my podcast.
Let's start that up again.
It was kind of fun, but it was like where I thought it was okay to just use my cell phone on the middle of the table in a busy room with window unit air conditioning.
But we had a good conversation that one time.
We did. I have those on somewhere. I deleted them from the public, but as far as like
master them.
No, God, no. I mean, actually, there's some very interesting conversations from that time period. Wow. Okay, maybe. That's very interesting. I'm going to circle back to that.
So now from the chaos, you know what to do.
It circles from the chaos. Okay, so Etchie did Tidbits for 3.5 years before I got on that show, and we both host it. Like, we kind of switch the role. Like, we both host it. Like, we both present ideas to it. It's our show together. So
nice.
That was kind of the agreement when he wanted me to be on the show, and we were not dating when we were on, like, starting that. But
now it got sexual. I see how it is.
but listening. Okay, so when he was in a coma for 2 months, when he was in a coma for a month, it was very fun and helpful for me to listen to the archives because
it's very fun.
Let's shut up. I cried a lot, but like that by listening to the archives, when you do podcasts for a long time, there's a lot in the archives.
Oh my God, yeah.
And the listeners, I encourage them to listen back because you get to know people that way.
It's true.
And like they exist for a reason. And just because it's the hot, fresh thing, like I appreciate people that are listening in the moment, but the archives are really like, I didn't realize all the gold that he says in every episode that I'm like, I didn't even hear him say that in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much of that.
I've done that to myself before.
It's fun.
Like I've heard like a joke and I'm like, I'm hilarious.
Or like, that was really quippy or witty. Like that's like listening back to, I mean, I know it sounds weird just listening back to my old podcasts, but like I missed his voice really. Like,
right. You know what? That's also something that most people will never have is that we will have a staple of still speaking after we're dead.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait.
Hours.
I can't wait till someone uses me as like a reason for evil or good. I just want to be important enough to be doing that. That seems cool.
They could take all of your recordings and stuff and make you be the next Siri.
I'm going to donate all of my stuff to the
library. You know what I'm saying?
Because
you got enough of saying certain words and you know what I mean? That they could actually compile everything you've ever said and you could be the new Siri.
Well,
you know what?
It's very on deepfake territory.
Etchie?
Yeah.
I think you and I have an app to make.
You boys are going to get in some trouble, I think.
Turn left here, you cunt. Where you going, you fucking idiot?
But no,
you're still going the wrong fucking way.
But no, that's actually one thing that I know the people over at Google, you're able to download like new voices on there.
Yeah,
and I saw this one story where you're able to upload. If you have a good enough amount of data, you could upload like dead relatives or shit like that.
That's
Whoa. Okay. So if we want to do 1 hour photo of Robin Williams creepy shit, then I mean we can, but can't we just go to Mars? Can't we just do that instead of
What if you're really grieving your wife that you're married to for 70 years or something?
Yeah, that's true.
And she gives you directions everywhere.
Turn left here, Paul.
This is why you go into the doctor, Paul.
You can't get anywhere without her.
She keeps directing me to lakes.
She's trying to kill me.
The AI becomes sentient.
And by the way, that is exactly. I'm one of those people that if like there's a lake in front of me and I can only turn left or right. If the GPS was like go straight, I'd be like, I mean, I guess. Like
maybe they have an underwater base.
Well, this is our first time being on a podcast since he was in a coma, but we will have a
congratulations on being above ground.
Very
That's the
detailed
time you've said that.
Detailed version of our experiences through it on Tidbits, but this is our first time doing this. So
yeah.
He's a hologram right now. He's still in the house.
You guys are putting out fresh. You're slinging tent, as Etchie says.
Yeah,
slinging tent.
Like you're doing the thing. You're out. You're doing content. It.
Ah, yeah.
We're like just doing the best we can.
We're downloading Etchie's voice right now, and we are making him.
You are the new Jarvis in Marvel. You just haven't figured it out. You got budget bought.
You should talk more about your feed tube if they're downloading your voice.
I looked up last night. You can actually pour shots of alcohol into your feeding tube.
Do you get drunker?
But he didn't.
I don't know. I didn't do it because like I'm on blood thinners.
Oh
yeah.
Ooh.
So it's only crack cocaine.
Wheatgrass and coke.
I'm really into hard drugs apparently right now.
Oh my God.
If I really did wheatgrass, you know how green my tube would be.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You would have diarrhea fucking feeding tube.
Like you have to like inject sterile water into there to clear it out. And I don't think I could get wheatgrass out of it.
You know what? The more that I think about it, we should get you a CBD high lemonade kind of thing from like Denver and put it in your feeding tube. You would be higher than a kite. And I don't even think you'd go back into a coma because it'd be so good. And be like,
So
you wake up and tell us the Partridge Family played for 22 minutes. It'd be like 2 months.
So one thing I've always wanted to ask you, Leslie, and every time that I see you, I always forget. And every time I see you, Etchie, I always forget. But like right now, I have you both here, and I want to know, like, where did the concept art come from for your guys' show?
I like putting heads on bodies.
All right, Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, I actually
Emotional damage.
I actually had this project that I never even finished, really. I think I'm 4 presidents short. 5 now that Biden is on there. But I photoshopped my face onto every US president.
I see that.
Yeah. And
Can you send me your Trump one for this episode?
I don't. I see. That's one of the ones I don't have.
Speaking of lost the motivation for that.
I can see why.
After Clinton just went downhill.
Yeah.
Did you make
Fucking
an Obama?
Democrats.
I did make an Obama, and
You're black.
well, see, this is just the thing, and I don't even know. Like, this was like my my way of explaining it, and I don't know if it makes it better or worse.
Let's go for it.
But the thing is, like, oh no, you don't understand. Like when he would do like speaking engagements, like just speeches and whatnot.
Yeah,
and there's
which,
a lot,
which is what you do at a speaking engagement.
Yeah. And there's like a lot of lights on you, and so when he was really well lit up, he got like he was like a caramel kind of, you know what I mean? Like he's kind of light. So I made him a little bit lighter, and I made me a little bit darker.
Blackface.
No, it wasn't even close to blackface though. It was just I just
Brown face.
And
that's the neutral ground.
And it found like
so you made him Puerto Rican.
So yeah, kind of.
Obama.
Obama.
I don't know what the fuck that was, but okay.
I think we just learned a new word tonight, guys. Here on the show, spell that word for.
That is the name of the episode, Obama.
we watch.
Get very many clicks on.
We watch David Pakman, and he has like these drops that he uses all the time.
He uses
Trump,
a mic like Aaron has,
and he uses the weirdest drops of Trump, and one of them is Obama. And the other one is sinks and showers.
Massive
Sinks
dumps.
and can we get that as a clip, please, for next week? Sinks and showers. Sinks and showers.
I just marked it.
We can send you the actual files.
Sinks.
No,
It reminds me of emotional baggage.
I love that guy.
You should get him as a guest.
I probably could. He seems like it would be budget friendly.
Yeah.
Aaron.
For Christ's sake, we got Flat Earth Dave. We could definitely get that guy.
Yeah.
So Aaron has
sir.
had a particularly weird week, and I kind of want to talk about it.
Does it involve hot dogs?
Maybe.
Does it?
No.
I'm sure there's a hot dog somewhere.
By the end of the
Lord.
night.
No. Okay. Hold on. I gotta tell this one story real quick.
Is it about a hot dog?
Yes, it involves a hot dog. So I just finished doing trivia over at Graffiti Junction on Wednesday night, and my mind was set like I'm gonna go home after this. I'm
gonna get a hot dog.
No, I'm gonna go relax. I'm gonna go home and just chill, like because I stay out late every freaking night. My friend,
Get some sleep, you dirty bastard.
A friend of mine shows up, and she was like, "Hey, let's go out downtown." I'm like, "It's a Wednesday night. I kind of don't want to." And then she just smiled. I'm like, "All right, cool, let's go." So we end up going downtown. We go to Mathers. Sorry, and we
good job.
Sadly enough, with this strawberry Starburst shit, that tasted like a hot dog.
Are you saying vomit tastes like hot dogs? I think the entire industry is fucking mad at you right now.
I'm sorry. That burp literally legit tasted like a hot dog. Anyways,
that was blood.
We go to this one. We go to Mathers. Have you guys ever been to Mathers?
No.
It's you have?
Yes.
Okay.
Muscle Mathers.
It's a really cool bar. It's a hidden place and it's overpriced, but the aesthetic in there is fucking beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, my friend and I meet this one dude who is an animal trainer for SeaWorld and Disney. So he's working for both parks. I'm like, how the hell do you do that? He's like, I don't sleep. I'm like, clearly, because it's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. And you're at Mathers having an expensive drink. Oh yeah, my wife's due in September. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. out on a school night. He's about to become a dad for the very first time, and his wife is at home.
Cheers.
That'd be really funny if he couldn't train the kid.
That's fair.
So this whole time in the back of my head, I'm like, I really want a hot dog because we had walked by the corner of Orange and Pine. And Street Dogs was out there, and I wanted a hot dog so bad, but there was a homeless guy there, and the other homeless guy beating the drums. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this right now. Let's go get a drink, and then we're gonna get a hot dog.
You gotta go to the 7-Eleven for that.
There's no 7-Eleven there no more. It's gone.
No, they hoboed it up. Away. They got rid of the hobos.
Yeah, but I don't want to walk that way because that's farther away from where I wanted to go.
55 West hot dogs seem a little weird.
Yeah,
that entire fucking corridor is weird. I think they would eventually shoot a movie in there where the bums will fight.
They should do like Squid Games too. Ernest Christmas #2.
Ernest goes to 55 West. But no, we're at.
You crippled me on that one. Fucking Ernest. I love this bell, dude. I want this fucking bell for the rest of my life. I just want to carry this thing around my neck like Flava Flav.
You know, it's very ornate,
dude. It's calm. You know what? Hit it.
What? No, it's not time. It's not time.
Hit it.
No.
Elon Musk.
What?
Hit it.
No.
Twitter. Like there's certain words that trigger him. If I were to talk about cryptocurrency, ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah. Not right now. Not right now.
Did you see that Bitcoin's up like 2% today?
I
know. So that's what it's called when you cut the end off a cigar.
So anyway, we're still talking to this fucking animal trainer, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, hey, to my buddy, like, can we go? I really want a hot dog. She's like, after this Frank Sinatra song. Okay. After the Frank Sinatra song, I'm like, hey,
as you do,
can we go get a hot dog? I'm almost done with my drink. Okay. I'm like, I really, really want a hot dog. To the point where these two are, I don't know if they're flirting or what, because he finds out she's a stripper.
So she's like cock blocking your hot dog.
She's cock blocking. Thank you. Thank you.
She's mouth fucking your hot dog.
Finally, we say goodbye. Hey, nice meeting you. Have a great day. I wish you the best. Here's my card if it doesn't work out. I work in family law. So we're at
this show is brought to you by Aaron Morris Law Firms. If it doesn't work out, fuck them. We'll take them on.
So we get to the elevator, and I'm just like, I'm at the point because she's drunk. I'm hangry, and I want my fucking hot dog. And I'm like, cool. And so the second the door opens, we run in, and guess who's behind us? The goddamn animal trainer. Now he's like basically following us, talking to us.
He's just hungry.
Cheap.
He's like, oh, you mentioning the hot dog. I kind of want a hot dog too. Huh?
What was he talented at handling? Was he a snake holder?
I didn't ask specifically what.
Did he have a hat?
I have a thing.
No,
if you're injured by a hoe, just call Patricio.
Dang it!
I apologize for that. To all the hoes.
No, the hoes are fine.
for my hoes.
Anywho. So we're walking back, and I'm almost done with this story, but we get to the hot dog point. We're here. I'm ready. Hey, I
love being at hot dog point.
Jesus, we would find familiar territory in here. Got the hot dogs.
At the hot dog, I'm like, hey, let me get one with burnt onions and ketchup, and that's all I want. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, that's all I want. Pay the man. My new friend and my friend are now just like, I don't know if they're making out, but I hear some noises behind me.
They're sharing a wiener.
They did share the wiener. Were you there, Leslie? What the fuck?
The Lady in the Tramp style.
It's a real tramp style.
They did some Requiem for a Dream type eating. Okay, that's just for me. There's a double-sided dildo and two girls are going like this, but I was
picturing broccoli with him, but that's okay.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. And now we finally get our hot dogs. We're walking down Orange Avenue, and of course,
are you enjoying your hot dog at this point?
Dude, I am in hot dog heaven, and not the
fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. They are not sponsors.
They're not sponsors.
They're only open on Wednesdays from like 8 to 4.
They have good cups.
Tell me how we are at Lizzie McCormick's, And this guy and her, they're like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom too. I'm like, okay, you're drunk. I don't know you. So
you're a dad.
I'm like, I'm going to hold on. Let me cancel that. Sorry.
Canceling.
I am.
Welcome back, our guests.
Hey, I'm gonna order our drinks. Boba. Hey, I mean, shit. I gotta bleep that out. Let me flag that. Anyways, yeah, I didn't mean to say her name. There it is. Anywho,
Boba.
We I'm like, just go to the bathroom. I got her. Don't worry what you want. I got you. Come back, whatever. He comes back. I finally take her to the bathroom. We get to the bathroom, door's locked. She's like, I really gotta go. She's contemplating going to the men's room. No, I'm like, just give me a second. She knocks, lady comes out. And ironically enough, she is in Tom Cruise attire, just a white shirt, black shorts, no pants.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, this is okay, risky business. I like it. She's like, high five, whatever. Now they're talking. Hey, I gotta go pee. Do you want to come with me? Not to me, to our new Tom Cruise fan. Tom Cruise and her go into the bathroom. A drag queen comes up to me and is like wanting to go into the bathroom. I'm like, well, there are two people in there already. And he's like, okay, no, it's fine. I don't really need to go. Another woman comes up. Hey, okay, I'm sorry.
That's suspect. I don't really need to go.
I just need to do some more.
Hey, sometimes you just need to pep up at Lizzie's.
And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. My friend is in there. There's another person in there, but I don't know if there's
Now you're the bathroom monitor.
Yeah, I am. And I'm like, well, if you want to go to the men's bathroom, I'll make sure no one goes up there. So you're good. You're like, okay, cool. She goes up there. The drag queen comes back again. No, I'm sorry. They're still in there. And there's someone in the men's bathroom. And like the drag queen gives me a dirty look the second I said there's someone in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, but
there's two people in there.
Occupado right now.
And they're fond of each other.
They come out. Finally, my friend and Tom Cruise. And we're there talking for probably 10 minutes. I'm
in
like,
front of the bathroom?
No, yes, in front of the bathroom.
Why didn't you just pee yourself?
I didn't have to pay. And we forgot about the animal trainer.
All you had to do is give him a hot dog and he's fine.
Yeah.
All of this could have been avoided if you would have just gotten up from the situation, went to 7-Eleven. I'm having a stroke. 7-Eleven. And got your hot dog with chili. See, if you would have gotten the chili, you would have been fine.
Come to find out, Tom Cruise gave my friend cocaine in the bathroom.
Oh, good. Okay.
And, yeah. I find out as I'm taking my friend to
downtown on Wednesday night at 1 a.m. Absolutely, there's cocaine in the bathroom.
There's cocaine in the bathroom. Like, I didn't partake. Surprisingly, I did not partake in the cocaine in the bathroom. But
how many times are you going to edit out Lizzie McCormick's from the show?
I'm not.
Cocaine.
What exactly? She just said it. How many bars in downtown have cocaine in the bathroom? I will tell you one that I was part of a cocaine circle one time, and that was Saddle Up. There were 7 dudes in the bathroom, and everyone was passing the baggie like it was a freaking blunt.
During Pride?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I've actually seen it on the back of the toilet waiting for the next employee to come in. Like, yeah.
Like a Gordon Ramsay situation.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it just seems really sloppy.
It's like, who puts a toilet in the coke room?
Who doesn't bring their own fucking serving tray for cocaine with them? I mean, all it takes is a little mirror kit, put it on there, cut it like Ray Liotta, and you're fucking on your way.
Yeah.
You don't need these little spoonfuls of fucking whatever that movie was.
Tip your bar staff.
Tip your bar staff.
Tip your bar staff.
Leave an leave a nip for your bartender.
You know that actually.
They got to make it till 4.
Cruel Intentions. Do you remember?
That's the one I was.
She had that little cross necklace, and it it had a little scoop. She had it made.
Yeah.
That's really rich.
if you've got that kind of money, I suppose you can get your cocaine accessories however you want.
Yeah.
Well, like imagine going.
Do you have one of those?
I would love to have one of those.
You want to wish.com and see if it's good?
I'm sure there's one out there.
You know what would be a great prank?
We should wish.com all our podcast equipment next time.
You should just get make a resin mold, so you make your own merch.
3D print my necklace.
Yes.
That would be amazing. Is this person really need you, or is it?
No, that's a completely different person.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, sorry.
There's a lot of cocaine references.
Somebody's trying to hit you up for the baggies of cocaine from Saddle Up that evening. 7 men. That's a lot of coke. We should probably get some. That guy knows somebody.
Like stuff, like take out the contents of an airbag and just stuff cocaine in it.
Oh boy.
Like of your friend's car, and then just rear end them.
You can do this with powdered sugar without getting arrested.
That's true.
There was a prank that I saw the other day.
If you ever prank my car with powdered sugar, I'm gonna fucking bury you right there.
Oh my god, that reminds me of the time we went to Dixie Crossroads and we had the fritters and put them in the car. There's this white sugar everywhere and it's Titusville. So like that's not good.
I bet they road tested your powdered sugar, didn't they?
Oh man, we didn't get pulled over.
You're lucky.
But the ants came.
I bet they did. I got an Aunt Susie who would come.
No, there was this
You'll
one.
have cocaine on my seed.
Call Massey Services. I got an ant infestation.
You can vape
That's
on
funny
the show.
because my aunt really kind of like infiltrated my grandparents' house, and her name is Massey, and it's we call Massey Services because you have an ant infestation.
Shout out to Bossy.
Shout out to my bitch ass aunt.
If you need your air conditioner fixed, man,
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
That's hey, I'm not going to shout out any of those other guys because they're gay. Get it?
Oh yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
Frank Gay way.
Yeah.
Hey, I just like working AC. That's where I'm at. Whoever's gonna do it.
By the way, change the subject entirely. I saw a
it.
meme the other day that said that this is from I think the state of Florida that helps you with your AC bills to keep them reduced
I
during
think that's
this
an
very
ad.
I
Aaron.
think it is. I think it is too. But they're saying while you're in the house, 78 degrees. At night, you should keep it at 82.
What?
And then, yep. Wait for the last one. If
Okay.
you're not home, 85. They say that these charges will reduce your bill. What do you guys think?
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're turning the air conditioner off.
See, I make riveting podcasting, right?
You do. And
I meant to get here.
no.
Absolute shit. I made it here. How are you? Change the subject.
Yeah. So what?
It's like 71 in here.
What happened was
You're wearing a sweater.
I always wear so I don't look like I have coke.
the person who was calling me, I'm like, I just messaged them through Facebook Messenger because this is in the MacBook. So I'm like, hey, I'm just.
That's not a MacBook.
This isn't a MacBook. So
That's not a MacBook, and you just said MacBook.
Yeah, I said this because it's not the MacBook.
Oh,
I
it's
could
because
have
it's not the
answered-
MacBook.
Because
Okay.
it's not the MacBook, I could have answered my text message through this one because the person has an
But
iPhone.
You could have just had Messenger open.
So long story short, I messaged them. I'm recording a show. I still want to come by though because I have to pick up some equipment for my camping trip.
Oh, we're gonna have another hot
so they
dog
called
tonight,
you?
huh?
It was-
Huh?
So they called you?
Yeah, they were calling me like, "Hey, are you still coming by?" So I'm messaging, "Hey, I'm recording a show. I'm still coming by though." Now, mind you, I'm typing.
Did you
this
spell
real quick.
CUMMING?
No, I spelled though THO without the T.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Oh.
it basically said I still want to come by ho.
huh.
Ah.
So immediately I'm like,
That's the end of a friendship. That's the end of
Sounds like it's
friendship
gonna be
happening in
a-
real time.
Another hot dog night.
So now you're gonna be sleeping on the sand.
No,
Yeah.
no.
If you calling this person a hoe, I wouldn't give you camping gear.
Some people like the abuse. Anywho, I'm sorry.
You gotta
If
pay
you're
extra
getting
for
by
that.
a
Pat.
hoe, just call Patricio.
If you need a
taking
home, call Patricio.
We could do
The
that
hoe.
little upbeat jazz.
It was more of like that was my attempts at hitting early 2000s emo.
Okay.
How'd I do?
Mm.
Anywho,
I was thinking like maybe like a
Stop
car jingle.
yeah. Speaking of car jingle, Etchie, is there anything you want to plug before we head out of here?
What?
Oh
Leave it.
God.
Leave it. We haven't even
Tidbits.
talked about the House of Rot.
We should talk about that.
Oh, let's talk about the House of Rock
When do you have to go get your camping gear for your solo adventure into the woods?
before Saturday.
Okay, so do you have time now, or you
Oh,
got to go
fuck yeah.
direct, or do
No.
you have to do?
No, this isn't a Predators game. We have time,
We,
even though I still have. To
I
take-
feel now that you say predators.
Like the Predators.
Do you?
That is the best joke I have heard
Do
in a
you
long time.
guys, do you guys want to go to a Predators game after the podcast?
I gotta go to Ollie's.
Okay.
Or a Cuban sandwich, huh?
So, I fuck you. No, her. This was the best
Aaron's
joke I've
kind
heard
of
in a
ruined.
month.
Aaron's ruined my week from this cat thing.
You know what? No, I like the predators joke.
Predators.
Predators.
The Predators.
How do you know you're gonna have a good relationship?
How?
Predator. If you don't get that, I'm the predator.
If she's not old enough to date.
Predator.
If she says no the first time.
Predator.
I'm on a sexual predator list.
I'm going to the Orlando Predator game.
So where you take all your 17-year-olds.
It's speed dating.
That's what they did at Saddle Up.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's the place where I accidentally thought it was water and it was GHB. One bathtub later.
Again, Leslie, I'm sorry about that.
Wait, what happened?
It was actually Hogs and Honeys. That was a long time ago.
I thought it was at Betty's Laughing Horse.
No, the way you say it, it sounds like it was just
now.
a giant glass full of just GHB.
Yeah.
No, it's like I thought it was a water bottle. I thought I was getting a swig of water.
Yeah.
Never trust.
Yeah, never trust.
How'd that end for you?
It wasn't just dosed. It was a huge glass of GHB.
So what happened to you?
She doesn't remember.
It was when I was like the ID taker at the tattoo place that burned down across from Sac. Like there's like an empty thing there.
Yeah, why can't we build property there, Leslie? What did you do?
I used to pass out at the Kathmandu where it used to be. Like, man,
I love that place, but I will never buy
remember we were
anything.
talking about those jugs of wine. Yeah.
I want to talk more about this
you about the
Predator.
jugs and wine that day?
No.
She was around for the post story.
Oh, okay.
So-
He called me about jugs and wine, and I'm talking to him. I just finished talking to a murderer.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get into this before we.
I
Okay.
went
So
to do a
Pat-
deep dive.
okay. So Pat. Yes. We'll get there. So
Yeah.
that's how we're gonna finish out the show. Is because everyone here has been adversely affected by House of Rot, but there is more context to the story, and I want to give Pat the opportunity to tell his side of the story of the day of the rot.
Yeah.
However, he was not involved in the day of the rot. He was one of the first calls I made after the House of Rot.
Yeah. He had called me, and I was at the Polk County Jail. Like, I'm literally in the holding cell.
So you're not far away from him either.
I was in Brooksville.
Yeah.
I was like 2 hours
Orlando
away.
and Polk.
I was actually in Frostproof.
Mm.
Yeah. So a little bits away.
Weird.
Anywho.
A tidbit away.
That's
Catch them next time whenever they make another show.
Anywho, he calls me, and I'm literally talking to the person, behind the glass, and we're going over the case and going over details. And I'm like, hey, I'm at the Polk County Jail. I'm going to call you back. He's like 10-4. He gets when I'm working and when I can talk. Anywho, I finally leave the jail, and I call him up, and I'm like, dude, I just talked to a murderer right now. Alleged.
Yeah.
Hey, how much of that conversation you want to talk about?
I'm not gonna go into full out because I just said too much right there. But
yeah.
Anywho, then he's like, "Well, listen to this," and he's like, "I'm gonna send you something right now."
What I want to say of that conversation. Can we talk about that conversation for a moment? Okay, so me and Pat are talking, and he's telling me this whole thing going on, what he's got with his case and everything like that, which we can't get into. And I was like, "Is he guilty? Is he guilty?" And Pat wouldn't answer. I was like, "Pat, it's just you and me here. Is he guilty?" And Pat would not answer.
That's good. You're not supposed to.
Well, technically, for this, it doesn't matter. I was like, "Is he guilty?" And finally, he gives me the answer, and I was like, "I broke you. I broke you. I broke the legal system already."
Wait, you were talking to a murderer, and you do family law?
Etchie.
That's Aaron Lawrence Law Firm. Guess what?
If you're injured by a hoe.
Shit, last week we went from abortion to chili. Might as well go from family to murder.
I forgot to make that. I forgot to.
Those were some good tater tots.
I thought we were done with the abortion thing until the next abortion update, but I guess we're still talking about chili and abortion together.
The greatest transition of all time.
So now that we've discussed
Roe versus Wade to the inaugural chili cook-off in Thornton Park,
which is going to tomorrow, July 2nd, everybody.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check that out.
Eventbrite used the promo code GoldenEye to get $5 off your tickets.
Whoa.
Yeah, are you going to be bringing? Never mind. I don't care about making that joke.
Etchie's never had chili.
No, I haven't.
Well, this is not a good time.
Which is funny because I went to a chili competition. I was a spectator.
No, you weren't. A spectator.
You were just a crop duster. You're just walking around farting, getting away with it because you're in a chili cook-off. You fucking heathen.
You fucking piece of shit.
He's like got noodle toots. Like he's like body by noodles.
Now he's walked 5 meters while he's done
He's
this.
a tooth like that.
He's fucking powered by methane.
What is your? Can you make your front thing fart?
No, I wish I could. I actually.
That's called a queef.
I actually no. My feed tube.
Your hole.
Yeah, I even actually took the
Your hole.
like the syringe part type that you use to like push the sterile water down to clear out the tube. You know, I pushed it full of air because I was like, I'm gonna burp. It doesn't work.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool if you could put it like an air compressor up your butt and then.
Oh man.
Our guests keep disappearing, but they're still here, guys.
Yeah, I know.
They're having some, you could just put it on fucking airplane mode.
Then I
Okay.
couldn't go live.
So that was
Son of a bitch,
Patricio's
he's right.
position of hearing you talking about this house.
Yeah, so
That's what
he
you were
sends me
doing?
a photo. He sends me a photo, and I'm like, "What is this?" And he tells me what it is.
I thought he stole it off of Reddit or something.
I didn't even.
I thought he grabbed it off the internet. I didn't think it was a house that he was at.
I have watched an autopsy in person.
Mhm.
I have seen a dead body.
Mhm.
I have been through a lot of shit. I don't gag until this man told me what was in the photo,
Yeah.
and I gag. I'm like, I almost lost what I hadn't eaten that day.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah, you made me air gag over the phone through a fucking photo.
So this week I recently got some new freelance work. We'll just put it that way because we need.
You're
Be nice.
freelance photography.
I'm a freelance photographer for multiple organizations now because I'm a goat. The
You're
greatest
not
of all.
the goat. You're a goat.
I'm a goat. Yep. I couldn't think of an acronym. I hate you.
It's a bad joke.
I do have to say when I saw the cat paws like pointing out.
We have no context for anything yet.
I know.
So I got a free. I got this new gig. I'm a freelancer for a property firm, and essentially I go out to places. I take pictures to see if this land has any value to it. And my first project apparently had to be the worst property in the history of that entire company.
In the history of properties.
In the history of properties, I still have 2 count. This is the 3rd grossest places I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
And when I mean that, I showed you this, guys.
And
this was the
gagged.
3rd.
Yeah.
So,
Which I thought you were going to turn into like a really gross wife joke.
I don't make fun of my wife like that.
That's good. That's good.
No, not. I mean,
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I've never met his wife. I'm going in blind. It's like when you tell your mom joke to somebody and you've never met their mom. It's okay.
Meeting Aaron's wife is like meeting Tom Cruise in person and finding out he's really short.
Oh, okay.
It's like, wait, what? Wait. Okay. It works. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So one of the things about my career is that my wife and son have always been anonymous.
Yeah.
Even though they were married and it's all over the internet, you can look at it if you want to. It's there. You know, I'll put like a picture every 4 or 5 months to make sure that I'm a real person. Anyways, I'll put a picture of my son up and I'll put a picture of me and my wife every once in a while when we do some kind of something special. But back to the House of Rods.
Yes.
Okay. What a transition. I pull up to this property and, the first thing I notice is that there's have gun will shoot and beware of dog sign, which is on every redneck property from here to Timbuktu, that just being South Florida. Nah, I didn't feel like that one needed a bell. It was a bad one. Anyways, walk into this property. I see several structures that were not on my itinerary.
Yeah.
So garage is the first place. I start doing some recon of the area. I finally got to use the word recon, so that's pretty cool. I walked around and the neighbor basically told me, "Hey, I see you over there. Don't come on my property or I'll shoot you." And I was like, "Okay, 10-4. He goes, "Who are you?" I was like, "I'm a property appraiser. So you kill me, we're coming." And that's all I said to him. He goes, okay. And on the other side was
That's sketchy.
No, I'm very well attuned to all this kind of stuff.
I just got stereotyped.
Which one?
The Mexican side.
I'm sorry.
No, no, through Messenger. Like someone's like, I need your skills. I need someone to cut my lawn.
Hey, do you have the proper lawn equipment?
I just asked him that. I'm like, do you need a lawnmower or do you have a lawnmower or do you need one? He's like, that's why I'm calling you.
We have such a small backyard that I weed whack my lawn.
Nice.
Why do you have a lawnmower?
Because we have a
You're
lawn.
a renter.
Oh, no. I have a freaking storage unit with a lot of shit.
All right.
Well,
Do you need use of a lawnmower?
Do you need lawn care services?
this is unusual.
Don't ask him to do the work. Just use his machine.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're racist.
I am the machine.
I'm so lost. Like, what are we trying to sell you as right now? Are you a Mexican lawn guy? Are you the guy who's got a shack in the middle of a store? Never mind. I don't know.
Moving on.
I'm so confused right now. Like, why are we talking about lawnmowers? I'm trying to tell them about the dead cats in a fucking bathtub.
The biker gang.
I'm talking about fucking awesome.
Even better, it wasn't a bathtub. It was a jacuzzi.
What? Aaron?
Tell the cats.
You know what? You can take your fucking lawn care services to this property so I can walk easier, take better pictures next time. That's what we needed you to do in that story.
But the photo.
Yeah.
The photo. No, it doesn't even matter. I'm walking into the property. I see like this garage structure and the beams almost fall on me. Let's make this short, I guess. Does that not resonate with you that I walk onto a property and I'm about to do my job and the beams of a structure start falling on me and I just keep going because it's a goddamn Wednesday?
That's some Final Destination shit.
Yeah. And I
continued. It's been
on.
broken for years, but it fell right when you came in.
Absolutely.
That's why you need a GoPro on you at all times.
Yeah.
Just for you in a helmet, I think.
There's an angel up there. He's like, now's my chance.
Yeah. No, we needed to wait. It wasn't the garage where they wanted to take my life. They wanted to take my pride too. As I walked around and saw chicken coops of rot. Oh, like, can you imagine? Like, it isn't like a bad smell because it's so old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's already got past.
We all have parents.
like
we've all lived in Florida long enough to.
Do you remember your grandpa's chair?
Yeah.
Did you have a grandpa's chair?
I've been to many grandpa's houses.
Did they have chairs?
Why did that sound so wrong?
I've seen many chairs.
You never sniffed a chair.
I can't
while
wait
you were
to tell
hiding
you what I'm
popcorn?
thinking.
I've seen many chairs. I've sniffed them all.
Anyway.
Yes, I know exactly. Like that musty kind of like.
Yeah.
So before the show's over, I'm going to show a picture of this gentleman's chair that he sat in, but surrounding him, I am not telling the story well, am I?
No.
Okay, I got to the property. I noticed that there was a garage on the right-hand side. As I approached that garage, opened the garage door, the fucking beams started falling down around me. And ironically, as I looked to the ground, I saw the previous tenants in a picture.
This is where you speed up the video on YouTube so it goes.
No, I do love the fact that there was a family picture.
That's a family picture. I know what these people look like.
That's some Resident Evil shit.
No, I didn't. No, this isn't.
You found a picture.
You found a picture.
Like, you know.
Anyways, as I see these,
Urban Explorer doesn't take pictures.
It appears to be a family.
The true crime podcast.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell the story like a true crime show, and then Leslie could tell the rest of the fucking story.
No.
Anyways, yeah. So I walk around these chicken coop structures that are covered in rot, you know, and that's gross. So finally, it's time to make my way onto the house. I go to the front door, and the problem is that the front door is blocked by jugs of wine. Like, which one? They're called the Rossi brand of wine jugs. These things are cheap as shit. They're like $11 and they're like drunk for a whole 24 hours kind of bottle. There were thousands of these inside the house. I could not get to the front door. The front door was slightly propped open where I thought that I, being skinny as I am, was able to pop through the door. As soon as I saw the inside of the house, I said, nope. I am going to go get some safety gear because I just thought I was taking pictures of a normal thing. You know what I mean? I thought I was just doing my due diligence as like, okay, this is a house. I'm going to take pictures of it. I'm going to be out of here in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Like, honestly, when I saw the picture, I was like, the person that was there had to have like learned to walk on jugs and not fall.
Yeah. Okay.
Person, just a side note, just out of the blue, the person that owned the house has a Pinterest board where they have
anonymous.
They have a ton of collections of abandoned insane asylums. That is like they have thousands of pins of pictures of this kind of stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
On Reddit right now, I am Captain Fucktown.
Get to the. You know what though?
So I'm getting there. Okay,
Oh,
so I drive 10 miles off property now. I have to drive 10 miles to get safety gear. I get a big long stick because white people, we like sticks. Tiki torches, more or less. But anyway,
Especially at that house.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, I remember that picture. There's like 7 of them.
Yeah. Anyways, nobody caught that. That's
Why
fine.
does the voice do that when you vape?
I don't know.
It's like it's always boggled my mind.
It's like a coating. Yeah. I mean, you can't talk when you smoke either, but like,
Okay.
No, you can't.
Sorry.
So it's been a long time.
You're good.
Squirrel.
You're good. We're getting to the good part. So I go 10 miles off property. I get myself a big stick, almost like a spear. It's a shovel handle. Okay, that's a strong hand to stick because I know what's in the house. I know what I'm walking into. I think
It reminds me of my dad in the clutch. Go ahead.
Why does that sound like a Goosebumps book?
my dad's clutch.
My dad in the clutch.
He had a stick shift and a leg amputated.
so he would use a stick for the clutch, a broom handle.
Yeah. And so your big stick made me.
We need to get your dad Amazon for this time period of your life. So you got a skull one, so he can be cool. You know what I mean? He doesn't need you to use a shovel. Anyways, I go spend like $40 on safety gear, which is absolutely ridiculous, but got reimbursed for. So I end up putting safety gears. I buy a hard helmet, some safety glasses, a 3M mask, but the nice one.
Can you please wear this on stage?
What?
All of it.
Yeah, come on.
While you tell the story,
Yeah, come on stage with your PPE gear.
Yeah. Put a lav mic.
You know what?
In the 3M mask.
If this would have been 2 years ago, I would have gotten PPE loans. I would have been one of the few people with a Maserati and got away with it. Anyways,
He would have blown it on Doge, you know it.
Oh my God, you totally would have.
this girl knows how to tickle my fancies.
Me too.
So as I get all of my combat gear, I realize that this is something I forgot to tell you guys. So knowing what's inside the house, I can't get in the front door, so I go to the back door. But this time I put on my flannel shirt because it means business now. I want to look like Rosie O'Donnell when I'm going into this place.
Or Al
Roseanne Barr. Roseanne Barr. That's what
That's totally what you look like.
Roseanne Barr?
Dead ringer.
Facial hair is the same.
Anyways,
He looks like Roseanne Barr by putting on a flannel.
He doesn't know who Roseanne
I do know who Roseanne Barr is, sir. How dare
What about
you.
Al Borland?
I don't think so, Tim.
He's closer to Al Borland than Roseanne Barr.
That was great.
For all you millennials, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 25-year-old person is listening right now, going, "What is that?"
What?
It's about 10 years after Kate Bush. Okay.
I don't even know the words.
You know what? I want you to shut up because that shit came out at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I couldn't stay up to watch it. Why the fuck wasn't it out at fucking midnight?
I don't know.
Anyways, back to the house.
Yeah.
All right, so the back door, I can't open it.
Giggity.
Giggity. As with much of my relationships. Back door isn't open. So anyways, I find this window that appropriately fits myself through it. But I say, fuck that, because now I have a big stick.
Yeah.
Wait, would you fuck with his?
I didn't fuck anything with a stick, but
I like it. Tell the story, Eric.
As I shimmy through the window like an adult, 38 years old, in flannel.
In a helmet?
The helmet fell off. As I put my foot through the door of the window.
Does this sound like a penthouse forum?
This is the hardest story to ever get through in my life.
That's what she said.
It sounds like the window had the same thought.
What about the wall?
My foot goes through the floor. I don't think nothing of it.
You bottomed out.
I bottomed out. There are probably things underneath my feet that are so gross that I haven't even discovered in this. And I pull my foot up like it's nothing, only to find out that my left foot is standing on open cans of cat food.
Oh,
and lots of them. Pronunciation, at least 10,000.
Oh, God.
Like under the floor of the subfloor of the house?
It was the bedroom I made entry. So after extracting myself into the house of rot, I walk for full viewing of what I get to indulge in over the next duration of time. And let me tell you, being in that house was longer than fucking Etchie's coma.
Do you think that the cats brought the glasses, the bottles?
Yeah.
Is there any chance the cats thought they were being helpful?
Were there any bird skeletons in the bottles?
The cradle in the wine bottles.
Were the cats drunk?
I needed to be drunk to continue doing my job, but I just smoked some heavy reefer and continued forth like I was an urban explorer.
Because I was going to
Let me tell you, the next step I took, Etchie,
yeah,
my foot again went through the floor, and that's when I realized that my big stick could be useful here to determine if proper footing is necessary.
Much better than your feet.
And then his stick went through the floor.
You know what? Surprisingly enough, my entire journey didn't have another foot through the floor until I was in the bedroom. The next bedroom.
Which
is a long period of time.
His foot goes in his mouth when he gets in the bathroom.
So if I was to lay this out, this is a 3-2.
It's like a manufactured home.
It's a manufactured home. It's a 3-2. And anyways,
like a crawl space kind of situation.
I don't want to talk about the crawl space in there because
there's not like a slab on the ground. Like there's a thing underneath the house.
Yeah, it's lifted to avoid flooding.
Was this on an Indian burial ground?
No, fuck if I know the history of the actual before Brooksville was created. I don't know. What did Indians do? Do you have historical records?
I mean, technically yes, but.
Yeah,
there you go. It's haunted, motherfucker.
I didn't say yes. I just said yes to historical records.
Okay, we do. Okay. It's haunted, motherfucker.
No, I have records, but they don't show haunting. Or
it was
just confirming the fact of records.
It was the famous ghost of running with jugs.
It was the cats.
Okay, so going through this very quickly.
Like this story is giving Leslie anxiety.
It gave me anxiety to be there. But anyways, I walk in. There's a closet on the right-hand side. We've actually entered the property now. We are inside. I have shimmied through the window.
Oh, shit. I thought we were in the property the whole time.
When your feet were falling through the floor.
Yes, we are feet falling through the floor. I notice a closet in which I look in there, and there is a 2011 Mac, like a really nice box. And our goddamn curiosity, actually, I lifted it up and it started moving, and I put it back down because I was like, nope, not today. It was heavy though, so fuck it.
What was moving?
I don't know. The white man in a fucking house in the middle of the country doesn't fuck around with boxes that have movement in them. It's just a thing. And then I backed up because I got to walk real safe.
Yeah.
So as I start going down the hallway, I noticed that there is fucking cobwebs all over the place, which none of you saw in any of the pictures.
Your only weapon is a stick.
I'm better with a stick than I am a gun. Anyways, so I start walking through this hallway. There's two. Now we've gone 5 fucking feet. Okay.
Yeah.
And I look out onto what is my journey, and I like, oh my God, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Again, I've seen a landfill of things before, but inside this house were thousands of those shitty jugs of wine. Fucking
and it did look like a landfill.
Open cans, 3 feet high, up to a table of open cat food and wine jugs and other things that I can't make. And what we're going to talk about in a little bit, which Leslie and I figured out a little later on, is that this has been like this for a long time, like a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I proceed to stand on a chair. At this point, I take pictures from the left-hand side, the right-hand side of the room, where I couldn't make entry from the front door. And I take pictures in almost like a panoramic. Help me out here.
Panoramic
Picture. And you can see that there is absolutely no pathways.
Mm-hmm.
It is all bottles. It is all cans.
That's why I think the cats brought them.
It literally looks like
can you
there's no path.
And then, you probably caught you were probably in the home at the time where the cats are out getting more bottles of wine. And like all the cats come back and they're like, Gary, these bottles have been moved.
Normal people would just
like silver spoon.
Normal
all
people
of them drunk off a drug of wine.
Would like take the selfie stick and like lift it up into the window. That's what normal people would do.
How do you want me to do this? I want to send you a photo. Can you go to my how do you want to do
Facebook Messenger.
Facebook Messenger. Okay, so we're gonna put up
if you had a MacBook,
some of the
just airdrop
some of the pictures.
I do.
Especially the jacuzzi, because the picture of the jacuzzi, my first thought when you zoomed in made me feel like a terrible person.
Yeah.
Like I literally didn't even
you zoomed in too?
Yeah. So where you can see the cat paws? Okay.
You guys suck.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember this picture. I just remember the bottles.
I'm not going to show that picture just yet.
I saw it IRL the other day.
What's IRL?
In real life.
Oh.
Not in real life, but like when Aaron came back that day. Aaron was really traumatized on a Tuesday.
Okay, I just sent Patricio the panoramic 6 shots that he can put up there on Messenger to show you how disgusting this fucking place was. So as he's casually doing that, I stand on a chair where I'm taking these panoramic shots, and I just can't believe it. At this point, I go into the kitchen, and let me tell you, I'm an adventurous person, and I'm okay with this kind of environment. Like, this is not anything like new to me.
Shit, all right.
Can you make it a 3D picture?
Yeah, that would be awesome. See if you can get a scratch and smell while you're in there. You know what I mean? It was fucking great. Here's the thing. I couldn't smell a thing because I had a good mask.
Yeah.
I really did. I had like a $30 mask.
But you needed that.
Or COVID.
I was asking you to use my vape earlier to tell me if it was working correctly.
Oh, he's not immunocompromised at all.
So the first one right here is...
that's the front door with the jug of wine.
That's insane. That oh my God, look, I'm zooming in.
And I love too that there's a filing cabinet. Like these people kept anything organized.
Why are the tops on the jugs? Did he fart and put them in the jugs?
I have some theories about this.
I'm kind of interested in what's in that filing cabinet.
I'm interested in so much. Okay, so he's showing these photos. That's the old man chair that I was talking about. That's the old man chair that's all blue. And somebody sat there and just drank these fucking jugs of wine and did drugs on that table, because that was the only clean surface that was in the entire fucking house, was that table. I didn't even go over. Guys, I want you to understand that I couldn't make it over the front door. I didn't try to make it over to that fireplace. I just walked.
Go out of the window.
To the next photo. Go to the next photo where it shows the entryway into the bedroom. It's one more.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see that bedroom? You see that pathway into the bedroom? I walked over that to get
There's no pathway.
There is.
That's where they pooped. Like, that's not safe.
There's a flat screen TV circa 2015.
Or earlier than that. It was fatter than that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so as you go through the bedroom, I'm not going to show like the pictures later on. But if you walk in there, there's a bedroom, and in
there
which
are
point
two fans.
Okay,
there's an old school fan and a new school fan.
Okay, so there's fans. Like, even now, looking back at the images, you really see more as you're there.
There's a Gatorade in the corner.
Oh, dude, Reddit.
That
totally helps.
Reddit.
That's going to do it.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you some extra disgusting things I haven't told you, more details. So as you walk into this room, there are those fly things that just hang down from the walls. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're full. Like bodies on top of bodies of flies.
Whoa.
So
that's it? Not like more creatures?
Dude, I see cans of cat food.
Okay, so so looking at that, there's just like these, but there's hundreds of these things. Just like somebody was living in this.
Yeah.
Look at the kitchen right there. That is the shot.
That reminds me of my old kitchen.
I was gonna say.
I think I would have done drugs off the island in the kitchen rather than.
The island had shit on it.
Well, I know, but I mean, like if they did drugs off of it, then it would be clear, just like that other table that was clear.
I'm just surprised at the clear surfaces in this house.
You can do longer lines on the island in the kitchen.
But everything was trash.
Yeah.
I mean, literally everything. So I walk into the bedroom. There's trash everywhere on the floor. And if Pat goes back to to that one walking into the bedroom, you see like so if you almost the one before it actually. Okay, so you kind of see the entryway into the bedroom there. There's like these bags. There's a Publix bag. There's a couple of bags. I knock all those down because I don't want to touch anything in this place. Like I stepped on it.
I see the spider on the fucking right there where the mouse is at. I see the spider.
I think the most surprising thing would be the Publix bags. You'd be like, I would expect these people to have Winn-Dixie bags.
Oh, no, BOGO at Publix. You had to feed all these cats, and sometimes jugs of wines or buy one get one.
Hey, zoom into that mirror. Can you see me in the mirror?
Let's see.
I don't know if I would have been in that.
No, I don't think so.
There's one shot.
The house is so dirty, the mirrors don't work.
Yeah,
those look like my bulbs.
So you can kind of see those hanging things right there. Those are all full of bugs. Those little right next to the door. I mean, this place is fucking disgusting. There's nothing. But as I walk into the bedroom, then there's the obvious jacuzzi shot, which everybody in here has seen. I'm not gonna put it on the internet. Because of reasons.
Dude.
Yeah, that place is fucking trashed. Like I walked in here and the whole thing is part of a land deal.
Yeah.
Like it's a piece
They
of
were
property.
foreclosed.
Yeah. So this house is just vacant on this whole thing. And then I walk into the bathroom. Through the bathroom. I mean, through the bedroom, which let me tell you was a journey. Man. That was a lot. It was all very much a lot, but they had a jacuzzi, and I was like, "That's pretty cool." I look at the jacuzzi because I like this kind of stuff. I like this.
Yeah,
this is like rotten,
abandoned stuff. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like on Reddit, I have 10,000 likes right now. Do you understand? Like this is the cream of the fucking crop of this stuff, and there's one picture I took in which you can kind of see these little paws.
Yeah,
and
they're sticking straight up
out of a jacuzzi covered in dirt.
Yeah.
So you can take what you want away from that. There's a dead animal in a bathtub. There is some sick individual. I don't know if it was previous tenants or not, but so that takes us. The bedroom is completely trashed. The ceiling obviously has some structural damage on this side of the house. Not what I'm about to talk to you in a second.
Yeah.
So I walk into the bathroom, see it having all this disgusting stuff. I like seeing bleach.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of the fucking bleach at this point? Like
intention, I guess.
Eyes.
I don't even remember.
Eyes.
Like so.
He had the intention to clean. He did it.
They really should bring more awareness to cats being drunk.
Yeah. But here's the thing. This is what made me feel like a bad person. When you showed me the jacuzzi, which by the way was so full of dirt, you could have like grown something in it.
Yeah.
It was like rigor mortis. The cat's like arms were like
yeah, it was
straight up. And here's the thing. You couldn't see the rest of the cat. It was just the arms coming out. And you can't see it at first. He's like, here, look, let me zoom in. And he zoomed in and I saw the cat's paws. And the first thing that came into my head was like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
It was like the cat was just like reaching to the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, I immediately just felt so bad.
Yeah. So I exit.
It's like that hang in there kitty poster.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I did.
I was just hungry.
So as being
drunk, and a cat just wanted a hot dog.
I bet that's the only thing in the house untampered with is the hot dogs in the fridge. Because
are there seriously hot dogs in the fridge?
You open the fridge.
No. So I can handle a lot.
Yeah. That would be a bad choice.
In this building. I can see the bathtub that we were just talking about. I could be okay with that. There are certain things that I can't do. As a person, I can't go into spaces that have lots of cobwebs without being really creeped out.
Yeah.
That's my
And
thing.
I
I don't
learned
like
something
cops.
about that. I learned something about you that day.
Yeah, I really do not like spiders. Spider webs. I'm fine with spiders, not spider webs. I just don't like
that. That was a hell of a spider.
I
that
I
you didn't even see.
It's like liking a person, but just not liking their job.
That's true.
I mean, I love Walter, but I didn't know he was the Klan's leader.
Yeah.
Hell of a guy.
He did their books.
Awesome barbecue.
Well, you know how
It does
hard it
explain
is.
the cross in the backyard.
Do you know how hard it is to get a good book deal right now?
Not for the Klansmen.
It's always a brother around when you need one, apparently.
Nobody's
Oh,
buying
jeez,
that.
but dude, you,
So-
Sharon, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up with a dramatic ending, as all stories must have.
I don't know.
I proceed to take pictures of the additional items that I have to for my job. I never ever got to some of the things on the list because I was like, I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
Considering, and I walked to the other bedroom which is near the entrance of where I came in through the window. And on my left-hand side, there's a door. I open the door, the roof falls in.
Whoa.
And it wasn't even on fire.
I took a picture, but I wish I could, like Leslie said, I wish I had a camera because that could have been me. Like, that could have been the story of how Aaron died in the shit house.
All because of running with jugs.
And then you could have seen the cats bringing the bottles.
Yeah, I would never find me until the land deal went through.
He shows up at the pearly gates. There's all these cats all around him. Like, we're still waiting.
I was hoping for more of a Willard situation where I get with like the rats rather than the fucking cats, man. I don't like cats very much. But anyways,
You start parting your hair down the middle.
So the fucking roof comes in. I mean, it caves in, and I take 2 more pictures of the bedroom. Behind me is another room.
Aaron, at this point,
Dude,
I'm pretty sure
Leslie,
you
come
can
on,
be
this is
confident that it's not a house you can salvage. Right?
Yes, of
He's
course.
building up. He's building up.
Go ahead.
And then behind me is the door of the unknown. To this day, we didn't go in the second bathroom because I didn't feel that was worthy enough to take a photo of, and it was fucking jaded hard shut. Like the lock was still in there, but the door handle wasn't. So I'm like, am I gonna try? This place is pretty fucking shitty. If I put too much force on anything, something could go really wrong for me.
Yeah.
So I just crawled out the black mold window and went home.
I love the idea of you being like, I'll just kick the door down. And you kick the door down and you get killed by the roof.
I did do some deconstruction while I was in there. I kicked something and then something else moved.
You pissed off a lot of cats.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think there was any live cats in that building. If you think there was,
I told you they're out getting more jugs.
Maybe that's their purpose.
so I am now self-proclaimed Lord of Rot. Are you guys ready to hear the kicker?
Yes.
I have washed my pants twice and I'm still wearing them.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for you. Go ahead and commit to that.
Conservation.
Yeah.
And these shoes got sprayed with some sanitizer,
That's smart.
but no raid.
Oh, geez.
We saw the ineffectiveness of that.
Did you
in
even
the
see-
house.
Was that the wild kicker
After
that you've been wearing your pants?
Yep.
that is quite a kicker. It is.
I honestly, I love the whole experience. It was great. I'm not even being slightly sarcastic.
No, I can tell.
love-
It's an adventure. You know?
I've seen some. This was aesthetically the grossest place I've ever been.
Nice.
But the smell didn't bother me.
I would have made a few TikTok swells in there.
You know what though? I think you might not have.
That's a whole
Because you're
hazmat
getting-
situation.
You're getting paid to be there.
You know what I find odd about the story too is like there was never a mention of a roach. There were no roaches.
Oh, I guarantee you there are roaches in that house.
Yeah, he had.
You gotta
He didn't go
understand.
through that part of the
Okay.
house yet.
It's like, no, the roaches left.
Well, the roaches have standards.
So
the
that's
roaches
real
and the cats
thing.
are working together. They're getting more.
The roach traps were cleaner than the house.
That's what that wine is made of.
I honestly thought about that. I've been thinking about that for days. Why didn't I see anything in there?
yeah.
Nothing. Like it's because it's already happened.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Patricio, it's your turn to talk.
No. I want to ask you. So you saw
Sure.
all these jugs.
All these jugs.
All right. The jugs still had the tops on them, which I found odd.
Okay, so I have some theories about that.
Were there remnants of the wine in the jug?
None. But this has been a long time. There's a lot of Florida summers in between the property.
Some
being
people are crazy
foreclosed.
DIY people.
Can wine evaporate?
No.
It's sealed.
But here's the thing. I mean, so we've been pondering all of this all week long. Like we've been Leslie has like the full backstory of the property. I have conspiracy theories which make me cooler.
Whatever you need, Aaron.
I was trying. I thought you would have liked that. I thought
You can be cooler if you need to think that.
Leslie.
The reason is she has actual facts and I have conspiracy theories. That's what I was
No, I don't have facts. I just have a
story to go along with the fucking shit house.
In the news.
Yeah. That's her job, not mine. I'm out of the public eye after this about Rot House unless. Anyways.
Hey, there's always more to the story.
When you said everything had already happened, you know what that made me think of?
Everything everywhere all at once.
Hot dog fingers.
Pompeii.
Pompeii. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the property was pretty bad.
You thought I was going for a joke, but
I really did.
Pompeii.
I really did.
You know what? Actually, if we had Pompeii, this place would have been great. So it would have burned to shit. Fucking lava.
It's kind of miraculous that nothing worse has happened there.
It's a very bizarre place. There are things we obviously didn't talk about, but I mean, there's so much strange energy from that place. Like, it wasn't evil. No. Like, nothing felt nefarious. It was just looked
sad.
like life passed on from here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a very typical hoarder house.
It did it. It did it didn't, though, because I mean, cat food and fucking bottles. That was all it was.
Looks like the cats did it.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I mean, do they have a merry band of Hell's Angels out there that are feline cats?
Now you're getting onto my level with the conspiracy theories.
I'm about it.
It makes me think of the Aristocats.
Dude. It was
the Disney.
No.
You know what I mean? Like they got a cat that's playing like the stand-up bass.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the musical group that just started fucking each other.
Oh no!
BTS.
It was that Disney film, The Aristocats, and they had like a cat jazz band and like an abandoned house. It was just like.
Are you telling me that I was in the live action version of this fucking
of the Aristocats?
That's the highlight
Aaron,
of the.
That's what happened.
That's the reel of the show.
It's really disappointing you didn't realize it was happening in the moment.
Well, I saw no musical instruments in there, Etchie. I don't know if there was a jazz band of cats in there. I think
they used the jugs for. They played the jugs.
Yeah.
We should create a whole nother side story for this.
Yeah, you could blow across the jug.
And oh my God, what would 1,000 jugs being blown at the same time sound like?
Oh.
Like a vibrator.
That's your theme song.
You could keep ships from crashing into land.
Yeah, we could just use my legs.
Why don't you get cats to blow into the jugs?
My legs are so white. They're if I need put them up to light, they'll guide sailors back home. Lost at sea.
I just said cats should blow into jars. That's not even right. Jugs.
Yeah.
I mean, cat just blows into a jar.
Or like, you got jars of different liquid amounts. The cats are just
jugs.
Ding 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 ding. You know?
They're using their nails as like to percussion.
Yeah.
Ticky.
Amen. That was great.
All right, cool. Etchie, Leslie, thank you so much for taking time out of thank you for bringing them in.
Thanks for letting us break the seal of Etchie's podcast post coma.
You did it, kid.
Yeah,
you got your bracelets off. Now it's time to get back to work.
Yes, it is. It is.
My favorite one is they wrote Independent on his last day.
Aww.
Yeah.
And then he came home and cut it off.
Today we celebrate Etchie's Independence Day.
Yeah.
Aww.
And I get my feeding tube taken out July 5th.
Nice. So you have to go through the weekend of 4th of July with explosives. Then you get to take it out. But
I'm gonna stick a sparkler in.
No, you're not.
If you do, call me.
We're taking bids starting at $2,500.
I will jetpack my way back here.
You'll be Walden. writing your memoirs in TikTok form.
I think you could actually kind of hold it as a little holder if you had a sparkler.
Let's get one of like those things that they put on the bottles at the VIP.
Bottle rocket?
Bottle rocket. No, no, not a bottle rocket, but that
a mortar.
Yes.
A Molotov cocktail.
Let's put a 500 kilogram mortar in Etchie's feeding tube.
And you stuff it in too hard, and it gets stuck and just blows up my core.
And it's basically reenacting the first scene of The Boys.
And then he recovers in 2 weeks.
I was just thinking we could use you as a drug mule for cocaine when we fly next time. You just put a little cocaine in there and sell you in a bag, and we can make it to Cuba.
Well, what's really weird is like I start to digest my food, and it goes into the tube. That's why you have to clean it.
So now you're microdosing.
So like Leslie, when I first got home, she goes, "What is that?" I was like, "You remember when we ate pizza earlier? That's what that is." But it's pink somehow.
Because you had Powerade.
All right, cool. Final thoughts, guys, as we're wrapping it up.
That was it.
That was it. Pink pizza. Love it. Aaron, your final thoughts as we're getting out of here.
This is the first almost 2 hour podcast we've had in a long time, and I'm so glad we were able to tell almost the entire story of the House of Rot here today with the side of chaos. It was absolutely wonderful. And next time I'll have a GoPro, so I won't need to talk about it so much. You'll have a visual description. Trust me, I'm ready to go.
There it is.
Yeah. And I'm a science bitch.
Well, hopefully this is not your last episode of Chaos, since I was on the first. That'd be a weird
Alpha Omega thing.
Yeah.
Actually, Tricia, you'll make it back from your island away. Okay.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
I want you to just play Weezer, Island in the Sun, the entire time you're there on repeat.
Yes. No,
and stop doing Hamilton.
Just throw an Apple tag in his car before he leaves.
Shut the fuck up. I am doing Hamilton the entire time when I'm out there.
I just see you out there singing like Leo DiCaprio in a fucking Titanic moment. Like, yeah, where I'm gay.
I am disconnecting from everybody this weekend. I love you guys. Be safe. Catch me Saturday at the veranda for the first inaugural Thornton Park Chili Cook-Off. And hey, if you're not laughing, you're not living. Live every day to the fullest, but always do it
in the House of Rot.
We'll see you guys next week.